Hey my friends, again we'll be back into this new video tutorial with the OSP Pro. In this video again I'm going to show you today how can we deal with MySQL pattern matching. Now what's really pattern matching? In MySQL I'll just go and use something simple to illustrate for you. With pattern matching, let me simply term, we shall be using some symbols and some symbols, just like you can see now. To make a comment, you type hash in MySQL. So this is a comment. In fact, it will not be seen on the screen. When I try to press enter, I'll not get an error and I'll not be seeing any problem on that using that command of hash. Now that symbol simply tries to hide from the compiler. The compiler can sense it. Now let me again try to show you something else, and that's MySQL pattern matching. What's MySQL pattern matching? With MySQL pattern matching, this is where we shall be getting using symbols so that we can find different particular maybe if it is particular names or values in the database. If I want to get maybe where names begins with the letter, I want to know the letter which begins in that column, then that person's name. Anyone whose name begins with that, definitely the MySQL will bring for me back. So let's go forward and we see that. So I'll first start from a simple database. We have this database of ours that we had at first. When I say select from everything from maybe form, the database, the table we've been actually using. Oh, I have not yet selected database. Select everything from form. Sorry, no database selected. I'll just say use test. Test one. Wow, sorry for that. Last time I remember just using this one here, MySQL, so I can't have privileges for any. In fact, let me just try to say byte now. Then I just try to pick back again to get the privileges so that I can actually happen to do that stuff with you. No, let's do it, friends, and we finish it up. And I'm just saying now I'm going to use test because really we've been using that database together. And let us just select maybe I'm going to just select form. So I'm going to select the table called form. Select everything from form. But if I press enter, that's the table. Now if at all I would like us to pick select whereby maybe the name begins with some letters, like you want to know the value of this person. Would like by where this column maybe of names, want where maybe the letter starts with the S. When if the someone's name, is there any person whose name starts with the O? Is there any person whose name starts with the S? If that's what is there any person whose name begins with the A? Is what you want back with the MySQL to pick for us, as if it is fetching only particular data for us from the database. So do such kind of things and manage them. So you're just going to type on select. We shall be selecting everything at the moment. Select everything from, we shall say select everything from our form, because that's our table. Where now here, before me continue further, let me just do a comment for you. What am I trying to be is like finding this one at the moment. We are trying to finding a name or a student name. Get maybe finding student name, maybe ending maybe with O. So if you want to find someone's or a student name ending with O, we shall be just definitely use the following command. So I'll say select everything from the form, which is our form, where a student underscore name, like. Now you shall use their like. Then here is where the thing is, like inside here the quotes, put the name you want. Now want something whereby the name ends with O. So whereby maybe I will not end sorry, where the name find the name beginning with what? O. But if you find the name ending with O, this what you do. So I'll come in here and I put a %, then I'll say O. You get? So if I press enter, it will discover that it will find for us a name ending with O, particular O. I think you can see O. Now let us also do the same command that enables us to find a name beginning with O, or beginning with A in this case, so that I don't confuse you. Okay, fine, with O, beginning, no, mysql beginning with maybe O. Still, I'll show you that later. Now do such kind of things again. I'm going to just select that, but now here, instead of having that % at first, I'll have that there, then I'll have the dollar at the % there. So if I press enter, you'll discover that it's giving us the information, picking all information from the database with those people, their names beginning with O. So definitely, guys, that's what we wanted to pick from our database, and that's it. Now again, the point is this: if you try to select everything from our database, from our table, sorry for that, which is forms. So if you try to press enter, that's what we have. And so far, at least, we have learned to play with the two informations on pattern matching. How can we pick the letter within maybe in the name of a person beginning with the letter beginning with in someone's name, or whereby the person is the letter ending with? Now, how about if the letter is in between? How can we pick that letter whereby letter from a database where from the maybe names, where maybe the information, the letter is anywhere within the name? So maybe the letter is containing U, containing X, containing something like that, containing O. To have also such kind of condition, remember now here, this one here does not particularly only pick it does not only pick the letter which is beginning or ending. As long as there's that letter is present in that maybe name, person's name, it's what will pick for us up. So it will pick the entire information about that person, and we shall fetch it out. Now to do with such kind of things again, my friends, let us just handle it right now. At the moment, we select everything from a form, then you just say maybe where, you get me, where maybe student underscore name is like. Now here you shall just only have 2% sent in all corners, so this one shall have there. Then inside here, specify the letter you're trying to mean. Now that one simply says that the person's name maybe contains D, and I give assumption if I try to put there D. If you try to look here, when you look at Gut Davis, we have there D, and when you look at Sadiq, we have D. So if I press enter, trust me, those are the very two people I would expect the information to get the information from. The same applies also if I happen again to come back here and I just try to maybe remove this D and I put E. If I again show you again now here, you'll discover that Davis or David will not be taken back, but we shall get Samuel, we shall get Sadiq, we shall get Alex, and we shall also get Okello. So if it happen, press enter now at the moment. Trust me, guys, that's what actually will happen to pick back from the mysql table. Now, my friends, that's what I'll simply go and tell you today, and that's what I have actually collected to try to say that now maybe, my friends, I happen to let you know what's it all about and how to deal with the what known as pattern matching. So guys, that's how you can simply deal with the pattern matching, though I will also show you another advanced pattern matching whereby we shall be using something like that, you know. I think you can sorry if that's something like that, whereby what does it mean, how can we use it to pick a particular information from the database, but that's called rigid. So at the moment, I will not just actually shall not let us not first confuse ourselves a moment. And let me first say that that's what we have handled. And please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Always Peace channel. Just do me a favor, subscribe there, comment below and ask me what you're asking, so that actually will enable the channel to continue growing. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope we meet next time. Love you all.